Cells usually take in substances and take out substances, and also they get rid of some substances, certain substances. So today I'm here for you guys to teach how these substances get in and get out of a cell. So let's jump right into the video. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is Taja from Learning Hubs to amplify your influence on online education. So if you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, and if you're seeing good in this content, give this video a thumbs up as well. So let's jump right into the video. Movement between cells occurs in three major ways: diffusion, active transport, and osmosis. So first, when we consider about diffusion, diffusion occurs from a place where its concentration of high of a substance to a concentration of a low in a substance. And you can see a picture right here, and you know that cells respire taking in oxygen and putting out carbon dioxide. You can see those black dots are the carbon dioxide atoms, and the big circle is the cell. You can see there are a lot of carbon dioxide atoms inside the cell when compared to the outside the cell. So the thing is, the concentration of carbon dioxide inside the cell is high when compared to outside. So this makes the kinetic energy for them to diffuse, to go from the concentration of a high place to a concentration of a low place. And there are some factors that affect the rate of diffusion: the concentration gradient, the surface area to volume ratio, it may be high or it may be low, the distance, and the temperature affects diffusion. And now it's the time for us to consider about active transport. You know, diffusion occurs, they don't need any energy from outside, they don't need any cell respiration energy or nothing. The only energy that they consider is the kinetic energy that takes them from high concentration to a low concentration place. In active transport, then there are some circumstances that active transport occurs. It means that they need energy outside. From outside, they need a source of energy to take them to from the high concentration to the low concentration down the concentration gradient. When the place of high concentration is little bit, point by point is little bit like 2 points, it's high from the low concentration point, then active transport occurs because they need more energy to diffuse outside of the cell or inside of the cell considering the concentrations. So this is how active transport occurs. Now it is the last topic, osmosis. Osmosis occurs from a place that no need about concentration, it's about the sizes of the molecules. Now in a cell, you can see a picture right here, and you can see those boxes. That's not a box, that's a membrane, a cell membrane, and those big yellow molecules are sucrose molecules, and the small blue molecules are the water molecules. You can see there are a lot of water molecules in sucrose molecule side, but there are no sucrose molecules in the water molecule side. The reason for this is, you can see the size of the sucrose molecule and the size of the water molecule is far more different. You can see those boxes, that box is a partially permeable or a semi-permeable membrane. It lets only some certain substances to get in or go out of the cell. It does not give any other more atoms to go out or into the cell. So it considers about the sizes of the molecule. Osmosis. Don't you like to be in front of a whole world? If you do like, I have a chance for it for you. You can stay in one of my next video with me through any network. You can stay in my next video. If you are a new subscriber, if you didn't subscribe it, you can subscribe right now and come in. Or else if you are a person who have already subscribed to the channel, you can gain another new subscriber and I will take you to my next video. So gain subscribers or subscribe right now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.